Nick Khan's WWE is putting everybody out on the street, all to look better for Wall Street.
I know you ain't just here lurking. Subscribe to Pro Wrestling Bits.
WWE has released Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, Murphy, Ruby Riott, and Santana Garrett. This move is the latest in the Nick Khan administration. By the way, how scared is Tony Khan of Nick Khan? Come on, seriously, let's talk about it for a second. That promo he cut this past weekend felt like he was panicking a little bit about Nick Khan coming for New Japan, didn't it? Anyway, WWE's latest releases come after releasing no fewer than 60 front office staffers last week, and after a round of roster cuts in NXT, which followed a previous round of roster cuts on the main roster. And don't be surprised if there are more. I don't care who you are, if you're receiving a paycheck signed by Vincent Kennedy McMahon, be afraid. Be very afraid. WWE is coming for everybody amid the onset of WWE Sale Rumors. Hey, welcome to the party. Come on in, the water's fine. Basically, if this new administration feels like you make too much money, then you'd better have Tony Khan on speed dial. WWE didn't hire the best deal maker in entertainment for nothing. And now that NBCUniversal has just about all broadcasting rights to everything but SmackDown, they'd be fools not to, at the very least, make an offer to buy WWE outright. When 2023 comes around, NBCUniversal isn't trying to lease WWE content. They're better off buying the company so it'll save them a lot of money in the long run. And given how aggressively WWE is in cutting the fat, what else could be the end game other than a WWE sale? But that's for the future. Let's stay with the present. Naturally, people are fantasy booking who they want to go to AEW. And naturally, Aleister Black is leading the charge because he's a good worker. He came from the indies and blah, blah, blah. AEW has enough internet wrestling prototypes to book 50 Supercards of Honor. Big whoop. You're telling me AEW is gonna have Rey Fenix, Penta L0M, Frankie Kazarian, Cody Rhodes, The Young Bucks, Hangman Adam Page, Pac, John Moxley, FTR, Kenny Omega, and they're just clamoring to add Aleister Black, who offers the exact same services, arguably to a lesser degree. No thank you. Are we trying to grow a company here, or do we want AEW to be another internet wrestling circle jerk for a limited audience of hardcore fans and their friends? I'm much more interested in the former, growing this company on a mainstream level. And that's why, of everybody who's been released from WWE this year, if anybody has to go to AEW, I want it to be Braun Strowman and Lana. Lana should be fairly obvious. Her and Rusev are soulmates, both on and off camera. Remember, they were an on-screen pair before they became a married couple, so they've always had a chemistry together in front of the camera, with or without Lana's Russian accent. Miro is really heating up right now in AEW as TNT champion, and the only thing I think could make him hotter is Lana. No, not the Russian cartoon character she brilliantly played on WWE television, but an unfiltered Lana who can now brag about all the third-party deals she's making. As much as these hardcore fans would be begging to boo her, that line alone would make them pop so hard they'll forget they even tweeted about Aleister Black. Braun Strowman to AEW would not only create a stir on social media, thereby creating the type of narrative that will make AEW controversial and in turn must-watch television, just because people would be curious to see what AEW has planned for such a WWE branded guy. Never forget, WCW didn't pop until two WWE branded guys came in and started making a little noise, because Scott Hall and Kevin Nash stood out like a sore thumb in the Southern-based company. And while I'm not calling for another invasion in pro wrestling, the WWE branded Braun Strowman would stick out in AEW far more than just another internet darling like Aleister Black, whose signing would lead to a little bit of Pavlovian excitement on a subreddit and literally nothing else. As far as work rate goes, Braun Strowman is one of the better monster workers over the past decade, and AEW has plenty of talented big men he could work with. So many, in fact, I think AEW should take that useless FTW championship Brian Cage has and start a super heavyweight division. I have a pretty dope video all about it right here. Who knows, maybe that's why they're calling their Friday night show Rampage. Fingers crossed.